And we're back, guys. So we're gonna get some tarot for the overall energy. Oh wait, look at that. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords. So because of my creativeness, my intuitive messages, my curiosity, that stuff, that's why I get this Nine of Pentacles. And these people was invested. They was putting in work to cause me conflict. Now they having disagreements from being in competition with me with this Eight of Cups. They all got to leave something behind, or I left their asses behind. And somebody covered up why. Now they exhausted and burnt out. Because of my new project, because of my soul searching, because I found out that I was the start. Period. The Empress. Motherfucking Empress. Okay, we had to focus. And these people tries to 10 stores me. This is the ultimate betrayal. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. They all betrayed me. This whole family, this whole 10 of Cups. This whole family. They didn't want me to put in no work. They didn't want me to self-develop, perfect myself. They misdirected me. They wanted me to have no passion, to be uninspired, not to be motivated. Now that's how these people feel. And I'm still standing in my power. Period. Okay, so split the deck. Phone ran out of storage. Split the deck on strum. So let's see. We're going to get some overall energy. And then we're going to get into Big Black. So what's going on, Holy Spirit? What's the overall energy for this reading? What are we talking about? Damn. How these people collaborated. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation. Building something, implementation, however you say that word, they're implemented. Okay, so the overall energy for this read is the Three of Pentacles. How something about a collaboration. The Three of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see. Matter of fact, let's do this. Somebody is in guilt, remorse, and regret. They feel like they were set up or for trying to set me up. They trying to jump ship. They leaving something. They deserting something. They walking away from doing rituals. They was invested and had faith. They didn't get the message that I wasn't enough, that I hadn't sold my soul, that I didn't care about materialism. Somebody didn't know I was a boss. They ain't know I was a boss ass bitch. Now they finding out that they in danger. They not a boss, because I ended up healing. So what's going on with this Three of Pentacles? What was the collaboration? What was the teamwork? For me not to move into alignment. For me not to reach my highest and greatest good. But I'm not jealous and envious. Or I was never jealous and envious of somebody. I'm balanced. I'm in alignment. And somebody didn't want me to get what was owed to me. Whole time I'm not a lust monkey. That's why these people didn't get what they manifested. So they ain't getting what they was manifested from telling lies. They was telling lies that I was crazy. Now these people is being looked at as the crazy one. This guy here for telling all these lies, trying to manifest this, collaborating with these people based off of lies. They wasn't expecting to be exposed, but you are, and there's no confusion. It's making sense. Collaboration. They all fighting. There's conflict in the camp because they're finding out I'm not a lust monkey. Collaboration. And this is not somebody's destiny. You have to be balanced. You have to be in alignment. Your chakras have to be activated in order to stand in my pathway. And now people are finding out that these people are thieves that was going around lying, doing fraud. There's no confusion who the fraud is and the fact that these people were doing fraud. They wasn't expecting that. They wasn't expecting for it to be on the intranet. A karmic masculine. That's true. Spitting straight facts. False in the reverse. So let's get into Big Black and see what's going on here. We got something about Vicky. Current energy. Spiking your utility bills on purpose. Somebody stressed out. There's a new sheriff in town. They lied and said I did magic on them. They thought it was evident. They thought they got rid of the evidence, but it's been found. They've been trying to control how people see me. Blasphemy. A judge is smoking cigarettes or looking into somebody that's smoking cigarettes. He's smoking his cigarettes because the Grim Reaper is on his ass. A harsh truth is better than a soft lie. This crooked judge broke spiritual law. He was doing mental magic and confusion spells. He wanted me to disconnect, or for somebody to disconnect from me, or this is what somebody was doing to the judge because they didn't want him to look into me or have any, you know, ask no questions, no empathy. Yeah, he guilty. He did work with these people. They do black magic on people to get them to work with them. Exactly. So they was doing black magic on the judge in order to confuse the judge about me so that he didn't look into me, have no empathy, no sympathy for me, all that. And then he worked with him because fortune favored the bond. What will be, will be. Now somebody got the poker face. Because it's a powerful soul in this meat suit. They wasn't expecting that. They wasn't expecting for me to be a high priestess. For me to see them. They watching me and the popo watching them. Because they was hiding information. That's what Miss Jackie said. I escaped the trap that they laid for me. They work for the devil. And that cycle was over. With them being in competition with me, they hired a hit off the dark web and was doing spider magic, a handler, and a sister. I'm cracking the fuck up. 3:22 on the clock. This is the crazy stalker hired hit that we just seen, and the Aries sister that always come out. This is the receipts. Oh my goodness. They ignored the warnings. With this spider magic, this sister, she ignored the warnings. This sister, we just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Shaquela. I'm cracking the fuck up. Son, they thought something about a bright idea. Granny. The only one didn't know what was going on. Even Granny knew. I was the only one who didn't know what was going on. They think that I'm doing something to them. Nah, that's us. That's straight from the ancestors. They lie when you ask them how they doing. They really about to crash out. Ah, my ancestors got them about to crash out. Everybody, because they had everybody and their mama doing spell work on me. A physical court date coming up for all these people that decided that they was going to hate me and work and finding out now that the devil worked for me. That's the court date that they got coming up. For trying to energy harvest. For energy harvesting my energy. Knowing that I came in peace. Yeah, it was fun until the rabbit got the gun. Or now people saying peace. Something about Caleb. There is family that their family does magic. Death magic at that. Oh, wow. A cousin. They wanted me sick so they can blame it on me. They was hiding information. Oh shit, she can see us. The devil work. They work for the devil. That's what I can see about these people. That they sold. Trying to steal my pathway. Trying to steal my destiny. I wasn't supposed to know that. I'm cracking the fuck up. Somebody will pass away. Well, I do. And because I do, somebody will pass away. I just seen the crazy stalker nigga. So let's see. Let's break this in half. The handler. That's I just seen his name. It's in the deck. Because he was trying to get in my Akashic records. Now my Akashic records is available to me. The fuck? Trying to be my handler. What will be, will be. Well, keep it up. You're not doing nothing but making me stronger. I'm a powerful alchemist, word on the street. You do moon magic. I'm the powerful alchemist. You be doing magic to make yourself seem powerful. I'm powerful because that shit in me. That's why this ain't your destiny. Dirty dogs. What will be, will be. What's this pathway in the reverse? A friend of me worked with these people. Fortune favors the bond. They didn't want me to get what was mine, my destiny. They didn't want me to make it to my star. They didn't want me to get to my highest and greatest timeline and be my highest and greatest self. And God said, how you like me now? Because last time I checked, I'm the only motherfucker make this merry-go-round. I run this shit. Who the fuck you think you is finna tell me what I'm about to do? You gonna rewrite what I said what was gonna happen? I think the fuck not. You real vain to think some bullshit like that. Yeah, you got to be some type of vain. Keep it up. You not doing nothing but making me stronger. Pathway in the reverse. You don't find that suspicious that they lied and said I did magic on them? Nobody find that suspicious? Grandpa, that's what Grandpa Ronald said. The fuck? Pathway in the reverse. Somebody that did death magic is looking stupid. Physical court date coming up. They thought they got rid of the evidence, but it's been found. They finding out that it was just an illusion. They had everybody and their mama doing magic on me. To be continued, and then waited. Absolutely diabolical. That's why people need to hear my story. These people went around to everybody that they knew that could do magic, did the magic on me, and then sat back and watched and waited to see if it was going to work. That's why I'm telling the fuck. Yeah, thanks to my intuition. It was just time. They know what time it is. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. Then we see energy harvesting. They know what the fuck time it is. They know what time it is. They call death to every area of my life. Ugh, the nerve. The nerve, because they wanted to steal. Because they wanted to steal. So they sent in a handler to the divine feminine. So that, oh, he was the one doing the mental magic and the confusion spells and the suicide spells and the chaos magic. Okay. And breakup spells. Oh, can't forget that. Can't forget that. That's how he broke spiritual law. He ignored the warnings that he was breaking spiritual law. So they tried to tell him to stop. This person that kept coming for me, that's the current energy of this Jezebel. They promised my soul to the devil, and they can't deliver. Ooh, child. Why would you do that? Him and this third party, working with this third party. Now they experiencing God's wrath. Ooh, wee. Pathway in the reverse, it wasn't theirs. They tried to snatch my shit. And then did magic on me. Guilty. Vicky, you guilty too. Then did magic on me so that I wouldn't notice, so that I wouldn't wake up, so that's why they didn't want me to ascend, so that I didn't know that they was in the background trying to steal my shit. They was in competition with Slim Thick, with me. They was in competition with me. So they was doing poverty spells. What this? Something was unintentional. Somebody was oppressed, or they trying to say it was unintentional, that they tried to oppress me, talking about they didn't know that it was magic. They didn't know that they was doing, because I'm solving my own case using my psychic powers. A harsh truth is better than a soft lie. It was just a daydream. They knew what the fuck they was doing because they was in competition with me. So they wanted to rob me. Now they acting like bitches because people got questions. Nobody working with them no more, because they found out that these people was just jealous and envious. So they didn't want me to get what was mine. That's why they was calling death to every area of my life. That's what the people are finding out, thanks to me in my story time. Pathway in the reverse. They believe me now. Oh, they believe me now. They believe me now. About somebody doing a breakup spell. Oh, they believe me now. Psalms 91 on that ass, and that go to this Jezebelian. That's why nobody working with that ass, because I read that on your ass, the foot. You was just doing anything for clout because you a fucking clout chaser. That's why I saved myself. They do black magic on people to get them to work with them, and they can't go back to yesterday. This high priest, this is the hired lover. He made them fake social media accounts. Caleb telling on that ass. You was living up to somebody else's expectations. Now you trying to block me. And Archangel Azrael, she got that death on that ass for doing this spider magic. On me, on the divine feminine, your mask is ripped the fuck off. A crowning achievement brings on its own heavy responsibility. The audacity. You ignored the warnings about breaking spiritual law. Jasmine B, she stressed the fuck out. Why she stressed out? Let's see. She stressed out because they said I was dead. And she finding out that I'm a spiritual gangster. Now she acting like a bitch. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh. You can't go back to yesterday. Exactly. You was jealous of my potential. They been acting like me to win a court case, smiling in my face whole time. She wanted to take my place, tried to claim credit for my success, and now she finding out that I'm a demon slayer. Somebody wanted me to need them. They was doing spell work to make me sexually confused. The truth has to be in you to speak it. So that's why somebody smoking cigarettes, because they promised my soul to the devil. They promised that I would be oppressed. And then I ended up saving myself. Exactly. Oh, I thought somebody said something. I heard you bitches was looking for me. The fuck? I don't know what the fuck you thought this was. Someone turned them against you. They was trying to knock me down to size. They wanted me to be codependent, and they thought it was funny. The whole time, I'm 10 steps ahead. The demon they sent me, we be drinking coffee together, bond tight. Fuck you thought. Yeah, he the one who told me that you was trying to rob me. The fuck? And that how these people hired you to handle me? Not somebody want to disconnect. Or they wanted me disconnected. That's why they was doing mental magic. They was trying to fuck with my brain so that I didn't pick up on the bullshit that they was putting down. And this is the receipts. That's why you dried up. You dried up, old dusty hoes. Thank God. They was doing spell work on them, so they would do spell work on me. Something was hidden in plain sight that I was at peace. Reagan? Nobody laughing no more. Reagan was laughing. It ain't funny no more. Now she's stuck in the past but want me to be stuck in the past. Balance has to be restored. I'm walking, breathing karma. Dreams tell stories. Pay attention. Somebody is surprised I'm still alive and that I remember how these people tried to make me lose my mind. These Masons, they all have a God complex. A kitchen witch especially. The magic didn't work, so now she bound to it. She's sitting back trying to remote view me. Who? This third party? She wanted me to abandon love. She wanted me to abandon God. She asked your gods. Now she asked her gods about me being the new sheriff in town. And they said, don't fuck with that one, baby. We ain't going to be able to help you. They said, don't fuck with that one, baby. We ain't going to be able to help you. She was doing poverty spells. It's too late. Her and this sister. Mask off. They all worked with this cousin. So let's see what the conflict is. They was trying to knock me down to size. Exactly. Working with this sister, all of these people. They was trying to knock me down to size. Now they fighting. What's the conflict? They wasn't expecting for it to be the golden age. They wasn't expecting for me to rise to the occasion. They wasn't expecting for me to break through and break free of all the change and restrictions that they tried to put me in. They didn't know that this would trigger the golden age. Them breaking spiritual law like this. They had a dummy back in their bullshit that was doing this moon magic. My Akashic records is available to me. These people was very much so vain. They ignored the warnings. Conflict. What's the conflict? Somebody was codependent. They promised my soul to the devil, and I read Psalms 91 on that ass. Not nobody working with them. This Jezebel. He thought it was funny. Oh, this a lot. They all fighting because it's the golden age. Their dark ass demonic bullshit that they be playing in, it holds no weight no more. It's definitely not more powerful than me and my ancestors, so it's irrelevant. It holds no weight. They thought it was funny, this Jezebel. Now they finding out that I've always been 10 steps ahead. The demon they sent me, we be drinking coffee together, bond tight. They fighting. It's conflict. That's the current energy. That is conflict. Somebody had liquid courage. Look. Somebody had liquid. The current energy is somebody had liquid courage. This the crazy stalker hired lover. The hitman, the handler, he finding out that there is most definitely a higher power than the devil. The fuck? Even the devil has to ask God for permission. Hey, these crazy motherfuckers over here, they want to let loose on this wild boy right there. Is that cool? Can we do that? And God says yes or no if the devil can use you dummies to attack somebody else. Hello. Cycle over. The fuck? Do the crime, do the time. That's who's smoking cigarettes because I'm out here speaking straight facts. This Jezebel that thought it was funny. He thought he was 10 steps ahead of me by sending me this demon until he found out that me and the demon is cool. Now he acting like a bitch because he can't lie. Now you acting like a bitch because you can't do what you're best at? Because you lost your gifts. Oh, that's right. Now you looking stupid. Now you looking stupid. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. And you know what's so crazy? He put all these people onto me. You going around that everybody you lay your eyes on that's in distance enough to hear the yuck coming out your mouth. You had them thinking, well, damn, he going in on her. Who is this girl? You brought up. I mean, thank you, but that's what you get for lying. That's exactly what the fuck you get. And listen, all these enemies, and guess what I'm still doing? Regardless. That's why you looking stupid. That's why you looking stupid. Because balance has to be